it was like that every morning when we came into the studio.
They are the nicest audience. You were laughing.
The best audience. Now, listen, it's almost 6 months since you two started hosting...
It feels like longer than
God, it feels like 6 years.
The ratings are up.
Yes.
The show's making loads of headlines. How chuffed are you with the way it's going? You must be over the moon.
Yeah, it's fantastic. You mostly make the headlines, don't you?
Yeah, I'm glad I saved the show. It's been... you know, it needed a bit of that Morgan magic. I've actually really enjoyed it. It's always interesting when you get put next to somebody that you barely know. We really hardly knew each other. And I think Susanna... She's very professional. That's what I love about Susanna. Incredibly professional.
Do you know what? I love coming on shows like this because it's the only time I ever hear Piers being nice about me.
Yeah.
Normally, I just get battered.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we sit down in public in front of a lovely audience with a talented interviewer, and all of a sudden I'm the, you know...
Oh, she
She hasn't got a lazy eye. She's talking to me. But when they stick people together, because I've done partnerships and stuff, they look at you like two pandas in a cage, don't they? Mate, are they going to mate?
Yeah,
That's
it's
what
like an
they do.
arranged marriage.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
And to be fair, it took you about 3 days, didn't it?
In your dreams.
Honestly, Susanna, how much would you have to drink to have sex with him? he obviously
You haven't got enough alcohol in your stores.
I've already had enough, so...
He sort of thinks he's got a chance. That's what I don't get. He thinks he's got a chance.
Oh, it's all bluff and bluster.
Because you have got, you know, you're joking, you have got this very intense sexual chemistry.
It's not intense.
No, it is. I find it uncomfortable.
It is.
I'm sitting there eating me Golden Grahams watching this go on. It's like the beginning of a swingers party or something. I don't want it that time in the morning.
He's not anything resembling my perfect man.
See, I want to get to the bottom of the relationship yet. Shall we just do like a Mr. and Mrs?
Oh, yes.
And just, you know, wear the headphones and the...
OK,
yeah.
Shall I put the headphones on first? No,
you put them on first.
Who are you talking to, me?
Yes.
My name's Piers.
He's rude, isn't he? It's all funny, and then all of a sudden...
Stories. I wasn't meant to get
OK.
They suit you, those.
Now, can you hear me, Piers? Can you hear me?
No, you can't hear.
OK, right. You've worked with Piers for 6 months now. He must have some redeeming features. Is there anything nice about him that you could possibly share with us and the Chatty Man audience? Come on.
Makes a fantastic cup of tea.
OK.
Really,
There you go.
superb cup of tea. But...
Yeah.
He's a very loyal and generous friend.
Really, is that... Oh, that's sweet. That's nice, isn't it?
You know what? He really, honestly, you do hear a lot of things about Piers Morgan.
Yeah.
And people are very open about what they think about Piers
God,
Morgan.
yeah.
But he does make a nice cup of tea.
Oh, OK. Well, I'm going to get Piers to take his headphones off now, so when I give the signal, everyone laugh like we've all been taking the piss out of it, OK? Just go. Piers, take them off now.
Tell him when
No, my God, I can't believe it. That's really... I'm amazed. I'm amazed.
I'll put these on.
Yeah, you're right. Now we're going to...
Oh, then I won't be able to see to put... I'll put these on first. Okay. There we go, cool.
OK, lovely.
And these.
Right, and those, love. OK, be honest with me.
Yes.
I saw those photos last week in the paper. Were you looking down her top?
Yes.
Don't tell me that... You were looking, you dirty bastard.
The camera caught me at a difficult moment.
Yeah.
I'm only apologise. I'll tell you what I was actually doing. I was actually looking at her notes. Because she makes lots of little notes, and what I like to do, she writes down little lines she's thought about to ask somebody. I like to look over, nick it, and then ask it. it drives her absolutely... She said, that was my question.
Oh, you cheeky bastard.
Yeah.
Now, you've been working with Susanna for 6 months now. What are her bad points?
She's a massive perfectionist, so that can be good, but it can be very annoying.
Yeah.
Everything has to be absolutely perfect. And if I'm in the middle of a really good tear-up with somebody, like we had a trophy hunter on the other day, and I was literally ripping him a new one and loving it. And I thought the audience at home would be yelping with joy.
Yeah.
And then I feel this hand come over. It's like the old... Remember Nero in the Colosseum would go like this?
Yeah.
Or like this. This hand comes over and goes... And I obviously get quite excited when that happens. But what it means is the Empress has decided that is the end of proceedings. And I have to stop.
Oh, so she can be a bit of a spoilsport.
Yeah, a bit bossy boots.
Bossy boots.
Yeah.
OK, Susanna. Where'd you touch a woman like you got the... No. Susanna.
Did you say nice things about me?
I did, yes.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, well, it was real. Do you know what? She said something lovely about you. Really? She said that you were a loyal friend. He also said you were a bossy boots.
Yeah.
And he wasn't looking down your top, he was looking at your notes, he said.
Yeah, they're
And that
written on my
beautiful.
bra, apparently.
Well, listen, I've got to say, you have been a breath of fresh air at breakfast. Everyone's so normally nicey, aren't they? You know, they are. But, you know, Piers, he does tell it like it is. And it's refreshing in the morning. We like that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm usually like this. Then tell me when it's over. Sometimes it gets really awkward.
Yeah.
I've had to tell him to take some of his discussions on air outside the studio.
Well, I call it... It's like Robin Hood TV, I call it, when you want to be, nice to people that deserve it.
Yeah.
But if there's a sheriff of Nottingham
Yeah.
sitting there boasting about having some lion's head on his office wall,
Yeah.
I see it as our duty to take them down with our trusty swords.
Yeah, good.
And I think it's,
Good for you. Because that's one thing I was going to say to you, this year, well, I think the last few years, with the economy and then ISIS, and then it seems every week there's, like, these legends dying. Does it feel quite bad recently? It seems to me...
Here's the thing.
Every time you turn by the newspaper, it seems like it's getting worse.
No, here's what's changed. Social media has changed everything.
Yeah.
Social media has amplified, I think, bad stories to massively higher levels than they used to be. Actually, we're living historically in an incredibly peaceful period. It may not seem like it, because it seems like if you're on Twitter or Facebook, every moment
Relentless
something's
diets,
happening.
yeah.
Actually, historically, less people are being killed right now than have been killed for thousands of years.
Does it affect you when you get up in the morning and these, like Prince has died or Bowie or Victoria Ward, and then you've got ISIS blowing things up?
There are times, I think, we're, as I say, we're journalists, trained journalists. This is what we deal in all the time. There are definitely moments when you'll be interviewing somebody who's been personally affected by a tragedy.
Yeah.
And there are times when you're on air and I have lost it, as in welled up and found myself emotionally connecting with that person in a way I just wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
I had a moment in America. This really was the one time I lost it on air, was after Sandy Hook, the mass shooting.
God, yeah.
Because it was so like what happened in Scotland with Dunblane. But after that, we banned all guns in this country. And we haven't had a school shooting since 1996, thank God. In America, I could tell immediately that 20 children being annihilated in a classroom wasn't going to make any difference. Nobody was going to bring any new gun law in. And I found that a really shocking moment, actually. They've had 160 school shootings since Sandy Hook. If 20 children get killed and you can't change the law to stop it happening again, what will it take?
Oh, it's crazy. The other month, you had the first proper interview with Donald Trump. Now, how worried should we be about him becoming a president? Because you know what?
OK, the worry isn't Donald Trump becoming president.
Yeah.
The worry is Donald Trump becomes president and Piers Morgan becomes his White House chief of staff.
Oh, my God, really?
That's the real danger.
Well, it's a strange thing. I competed in the first series of Celebrity Apprentice in America. Trump was the host.
Yes,
and I won it. Now, by doing that, by being in it for 6 weeks as I was, you see him at close quarters for 3 hours a night doing the boardroom scenes, and he was incredibly impressive. He wasn't the guy you're seeing now on the political
Because he's
arena.
made out as a buffoon, which is worrying in itself, because everyone's like... He's a bit like... You remember those joke acts on X Factor and you keep voting them to get through to the final, then you go, shit, they're going to win. It's a bit like that.
Jedward or
then,
Wagner.
Yeah, but he's like Wagner with worse hair. Is that possible?
I can tell you he is more intelligent than Wagner or Jedward. He's a very smart guy, Trump.
Yeah.
And in a straight fight between him and Hillary Clinton, I think it's going to be a lot closer than people think.
You've seen his hair up close.
I touched it.
You touched it?
I touched his hair.
My God, what is it like?
Is it real? Is it real?
Oh, it's real. It's real. It's smooth. It's very sort of luscious.
What does he do? Does he get it from the back? And
He does what he calls a reverse comb-over.
He calls it that?
It's not a Bobby Charlton. It's,
No.
it's a reverse comb-over where he sort of sweeps back like a mane, like a lion's mane.
Oh, right, lovely.
But he's very proud of it. He doesn't get why we all laugh at it. But I have to actually touch it to test that it's real. And I gave it a little tug. I mean, his hair. And it is real hair.
Oh, my God.
It's this glorious flowing mane.
I didn't. Did you? I just thought it looked like he took a picture of a dead chinchilla into the hairdressers and said, "Can you make it look like that?" Now, before the break, we're talking about your first 6 months together on the Good Morning Britain sofa. How do you find it hosting a live 2.5-hour show every day? Because I've done a bit of live TV.
Love it.
And it is terrifying.
No, I love it. I much prefer live television. You never know what's going to happen, and then you just kind of roll with the punches, especially when you're sitting alongside Piers Morgan.
Things do go wrong, but I always quite like those moments when it's all slightly chaotic.
Yeah, but you've had your fair share of things going wrong. Wasn't there a fire in the building? You had an ant infestation?
People are trying everything to get rid of me.
But why is there so many bloopers and things going wrong with you two? At least with Holly and Phil, they're pissed. Who handles it the best, though? Who handles it the best?
Well, she just gets annoyed, whereas I laugh.
That's not true.
Okay.
You do get annoyed. You don't like it.
OK.
She doesn't like it.
I do like it.
You don't like it. You hate it.
I love it.
Oh, come on, you two, stop it. Well, do you know what? I've got a challenge for you both, yeah? I want to put you both to the test to see who is the ultimate breakfast show anchor man or woman to host a live breakfast show. You've got to be totally unflappable.
OK.
Even when everything's going tits up. Piers, you're up first. Put your earpiece in and you're going to read a link off the auto cue down camera 5, which is there.
OK.
While you're doing that, me and Susanna are going to be in the gallery talking in your ear and doing everything we can to put you off, OK? We're going to see how flappable you are or unflappable, OK?
I'm ready.
But you must stick to the script, OK?
OK.
Please. Right, come on, Susanna. We're going to enjoy this.
Come on.
Take your seat. Hello, Piers. Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
OK, your script should be there on the auto cue, and you're going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, action. Cue the title.
Hello, I'm Piers Morgan, and welcome...
Wait for the bloody music to end, you idiot.
You know what? You are a fucking terrible director. Hello, I'm Piers Morgan and welcome to Good Morning Britain. Coming up on today's show, we've got full coverage of Barack Obama's...
Piers, we've had complaints. There's an awful camel toe. Can you just open your legs a little bit, please? Carry on, it's live.
Also on today's show, we'll be looking at the future of the royal family. Now that the Queen's 90... We'll also be
Piers,
chatting
I'm
to
afraid
Tim
there's been a
Peake.
chip pan fire. There's a little bit of smoke, but just carry on. We are getting it under control, darling.
Now, for
Don't
those
worry.
of you who weren't aware,
worry.
this
Carry
week
on,
is the
carry on.
National
You're doing
Cold
ever so
Sore
well.
Week. And here to talk about the debilitating infection that affects more than 400 million people worldwide is the 70 states of cold sores. As you can tell, it is smoking hot in here today. I'm going to move on to the sport. It's been a very smoky weekend for Leicester City.
Oh, Piers,
who
some
concealed the
goats have
premiership.
got loose and are coming into that. I'm ever so sorry.
It is, of course, perfectly normal. I should be broadcasting...
Shit, I've just been told they're sheep. Sorry. Carry on, Piers, please, carry on.
Well, we seem to have been joined by some viewers.
They've escaped from Country File.
Yeah. There's a bloody goat in here! Wait, easy. Keep calm, carry on. It is, of course, perfectly normal for people watching at home that I should be speaking to you now in the middle of this...
That was amazing.
Susanna Reid, and welcome to Good Morning Britain. Coming up...
Susanna, I'm afraid... Carry on. You're sweating under your arms. You're very sweaty and...
And your lipstick's smudged.
That's...
You need the makeup
Thank you very much indeed. Just,
carry on, please carry on, Susanna. This is a live programme, please.
You've actually stopped reporting, Susanna. This is a bit uncomfortable for anyone watching this.
I do apologise for the sweat patches.
You are sweating.
Coming up on today's show, we've got live coverage of how the doctors' strike is affecting hospitals in your area.
Hot and very
and I'll be chatting to Jeremy Hunt about his plans for NHS reforms.
Darling Susanna, the orchard queue's gone on the wrong speed. I'm so sorry, darling.
With all your big showbiz news. Andy Peters is going to be in Wales, where he'll be playing Cash on Your Conflicts with the residents of Llanfair, Pwfgwyn, Gecko, Gerri and Silio Go Go Go. But first, it's time for the weather in your area, and here in London, the weather's taken a wintry turn, and we've had Arctic winds.
I'm afraid there's some gales coming in. I'm so sorry, Susanna.
I need a bit of... Yeah, thanks. I need to cool down a little bit because I'm sweating so profusely. We've even had some snow just outside the studio. Now it's time for some business news now. We should be able to go live to our business correspondent, who's at headquarters.
Spit it out! Hurry up! I'm afraid there's someone in the building. I'm so sorry. We're trying to arrest them at the minute, but just please carry on.
Is it Piers Morgan?
No, it's not Piers Morgan. There's someone else. It's a string. Carry on. Please, carry on.
Please focus on the water cue. You're reading the news.
If we were going to have a naked streaker, I'd rather hoped it was going to be Channing Tatum. Don't join me, sir. So, what do you normally do?
She did so well. Please, what is going on here? Give it up for the lovely streaker. Thank you for coming on this show. It's been so much fun. Good luck with the show. When's it on tomorrow?
6 a.m. we will be live on air, so tune in.
Oh, well, I'll be watching. But that's it for tonight's show. Massive thank you to Hugh Grant and Simon Helberg, Elizabeth Olsen, Anthony Mackie and Paul Bettany, and, of course, Piers Morgan and Susanna Reid. Oh,